Welcome to Australia's wildlife. You're in the perfect place if you're interested in Australia's fauna. Too much wildlife in Australia can be frightening because it appears like practically everything is a little bit deadly. But there's no need to worry because Australians are always ready for the worst and they know what to watch for. The topic of this video will be some of the more unusual and fascinating animals that can be found in Australia. Fitzroy River Turtle. One of Australia's wildlife wonders is the Fitzroy River Turtle. They grow to be around 260 millimetres long and range in colour from pale to dark brown. Adults have spherical, smooth-edged shells, whereas hatchlings have severely serrated shells that can reach a length of 95 millimetres. On the lower jaw, the species possesses a solitary pair of barbels. Through a technique known as coacal respiration, the Fitzroy River Turtle is able to get up to 70% of the oxygen it requires from the water. As a result, the Fitzroy River Turtle can spend up to 3 weeks underwater. This turtle is a skilled bottom feeder, consuming algae, aquatic snails, worms, terrestrial and aquatic insects, macroinvertebrates, crustaceans, freshwater sponges and aquatic plants like ribbonweed. The majority of their food is comprised of macroinvertebrates, with some freshwater sponges according to stomach flushing. This species has been discovered at depths as shallow as 15 centimetres, but clearly prefers swiftly moving water near sandbanks for egg laying. They have typically been discovered resting still, concealed by overhanging plant foliage along the shallow banks of swift-moving streams or rapids and beneath logs. It was observed that coarse river sand and gravel was their favourite substratum in every encounter. There is just minor sexual dimorphism, with the female's tail being slightly shorter than the male's. Comparing the distance between the cloaca and the anal scutes of the plastrum is the most precise method of sex determination. The cloaca is situated farther from the plastrum in males than in females. The majority of other short-necked turtles in Australia have drastically different tail lengths and densities. In the initial study by Legler and Can 1980, multi-clutching was shown to occur in this species, since the females have corpora lutea, live eggs, and large follicles, all of which indicated at least 3 clutches. Since then, anecdotal evidence has shown that up to 5 clutches may occur. Saltwater crocodile. Australia's wildlife undoubtedly contains these lovely saltwater crocodiles. The saltwater crocodile is the world's largest reptile, growing to lengths of more than 23 feet (6.5 metres) and weighing more than 2,200 pounds, around 1,000 kilograms. It is a fearsome predator throughout its range. These saltwater crocodiles can swallow almost any species that comes too close, and they are especially skilled at drowning terrestrial animals like birds and mammals. Saltwater crocodiles often reside in brackish, low salinity water close to the shore and are named for their capacity to survive in fully salinated seawater. Despite the unfavourable reputation that crocodiles and their relatives have among humans, the majority of species are very harmless and would rather avoid people than interact with them. However, the saltwater crocodile is notorious for displaying aggressive behaviour towards people, in part as a result of its fierce territoriality, and it's accountable for at least a dozen human attacks annually. The strongest bite in the animal kingdom is produced by the saltwater crocodile's incredibly strong jaws. The powerful teeth can be as long as 5 inches (13 centimetres). These two traits make the animal the ideal predator for hunting large land mammals, as does its capacity to hold its breath for extended periods of time. When a potential victim approaches the water, saltwater crocodiles lurk at the edge and lunge violently at them. Since before the dinosaurs went extinct, the crocodiles have thrived in this habitat and have a long evolutionary history. The saltwater crocodile superficially resembles a dinosaur in many aspects. Saltwater crocodiles must come ashore to warm up in the sun and to build their nests, despite spending most of their time in the water. Like all reptiles, saltwater crocodiles reproduce by internal fertilisation, and after producing a clutch of about 50 eggs, females carefully inspect their nests. Females transport new hatchlings to adjacent bodies of water so that they will not be damaged during that perilous initial journey and continue to protect the young for at least several months, in addition to defending their eggs from potential predators. It's interesting to note that the sex of the hatchlings is determined by the nest's temperature. Warmer nests tend to gestate more males, while cooler nests tend to create more females. Although saltwater crocodiles have few natural predators, people have hunted them for many years. Their skin is very desirable for use in bags, shoes and other products, and their meat and eggs are consumed. The numbers of saltwater crocodiles have already been threatened by these actions, and this species has long been regarded as being extremely vulnerable to extinction. Although some populations have been able to repopulate as a result of recent conservation efforts, a historic range has undoubtedly shrunk due to local extinction. Currently, Australia and other countries provide total legal protection for saltwater crocodiles. To make sure that the current good trend supports the recovery of this top coastal and marine predator, it is crucial to continue monitoring saltwater crocodile population trends. Koala. Koalas, often known as koala bears, are possibly the cutest animals in Australia. They are marsupials that live in trees along Australia's eastern coast and are members of the Phascolarctidae family. In the southern portion of its range, Victoria, the koala is roughly 60 to 85 centimetres, 24 to 33 inches long, and weighs up to 14 kilograms or 31 pounds. But only about half that in the subtropical Queensland to the north. The body is robust and grey, almost tailless, with a chest that is light yellow or cream colour and a rump that is mottled. Small golden eyes, huge fluffy ears and a wide rounded leathery nose are all features of the broad face. The innermost digit of the rear feet and the two inner digits of the front feet are opposable for grabbing. The feet are robust and clawed. The koala is occasionally, albeit incorrectly, referred to as the koala bear due to the animal's superficial similarity to a little bear. The leaves of specific eucalyptus trees are very carefully chosen by the koala as food. Individuals who are often solitary travel within a home range of around a dozen trees, one of which is preferred over the others. Koala populations deteriorate quickly if they overpopulate in a small region because they defoliate preferred food trees and cannot survive on distantly related species. The koala has a digestive pouch that is about 2 meters, 7 feet long, where the symbiotic bacteria breaks down the tannins and other complex and toxic chemicals that are prevalent in eucalyptus leaves to help with digestion of up to 1.3 kilograms, 3 pounds of leaves per day. The koala spends many hours merely sitting or resting in tree forks, exposed to the elements but protected by thick fur. Because its food is rather low in nutrients, it gives it little extra energy. Koalas make loud, hollow grunts while being mostly peaceful. The sole animal that belongs to the Phascolarctidae family is the koala. Its pouch opens towards the rear, in contrast to those of other arboreal marsupials. Single births take place after 34 to 36 day gestation. At about 5 months old, the baby, known as a joey, initially pokes its head out of the pouch. Kangaroo. Since kangaroos are synonymous with wildlife in Australia, we felt compelled to provide some information on them in our blog. Large marsupials, known as kangaroos, are unique to Australia. They can be recognised by their long pointed ears, huge feet, strong back legs, short fur and muscular tails. The mammary gland, containing pouches that all female marsupials have and where their babies remain until they are old enough to emerge. The family Macropodidae, which also contains tree kangaroos, wallabies, wallaroos, quokkas and paddymellons, is home to kangaroos. The antilopine kangaroo, red kangaroo, western grey kangaroo and eastern grey kangaroo are the 4 species of kangaroos most often associated with the genus Macropus. Because these species are substantially larger than other kangaroos, they are frequently referred to as the great kangaroos. However, the Integrated Taxonomic Information System lists 12 species of tree kangaroos under the Dendrolagus genus. Also known as rat kangaroos, are members of the Pteroidae family. According to National Geographic, the red kangaroo is the largest kangaroo and marsupial. The red kangaroo measures 3 1/4 to 5 1/4 feet, 1 to 1.6 metres, from the top of its head to the bottom of its rump. The tail extends its length by a further 35.5 to 43.5 inches, 90 to 110 centimetres, and its complete body weighs about 200 pounds or 90 kilograms. The musky rat kangaroo is the smallest kangaroo. Its length ranges from 6 to 8 inches, 15 1/4 to 20.32 centimetres, and its weight is just 12 ounces, 340 grams. The length of its rat-like tail is an additional 5 to 6 inches, 12.7 to 15.24 centimetres. The majority of kangaroos reside on the Australian continent. However, each species has a preferred location. For instance, the musky rat kangaroo in northern Queensland enjoys building tiny nests on the ground of the rainforest. On the other hand, grey kangaroos prefer the woodlands of Tasmania. Extreme northern Australia's eucalyptus woodlands are home to the antilopine kangaroo. In Queensland's rainforests and on the island of New Guinea, tree kangaroos reside in the highest branches of trees. The only large animals that use hopping as their main form of propulsion are kangaroos. Much stronger and larger than their arms or forelimbs are their springy hind legs and feet. Kangaroos can jump as quickly as 30 miles an hour, 48 kilometres an hour, and reach 15 feet 7 metres in a single hop, according to the San Diego Zoo. Typically, their cruising speed is 20 miles per hour or 32 kilometres an hour. When feeding, kangaroos move more slowly and walk while pushing off the ground with their powerful tail, acting as a sort of fifth leg. As sociable animals, kangaroos dwell in packs, known as a mob, herd or troop. In a mob, kangaroos will groom one another and look out for one another. A kangaroo will stamp its foot on the ground to warn other animals if it believes there is danger around. A kangaroo will box and kick its opponent if it comes to blows. Herbivorous are kangaroos. They consume grasses, flowers, leaves, ferns, moss, insects and more. Kangaroos, like cows, regurgitate and re-chew their food before it is fully digested. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed watching, so please give me thumbs up, share it with your friends, and I hope I'll see you with our next video.